Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's kind of been a while since I posted a video, which feels kind of weird because I seem to be happier when I'm consistently posting. So I did, however, get some work done that you haven't seen, but I have enough videos of actually applying the leading edge to the wing that it wasn't really something else that needed to be documented. But you can see I've got the leading edge on this left wing all attached. I have staples to remove some of the gussets I made for the wing ribs to put on, and then a little bit of filler on the seams. Not a lot. They were pretty accurate, so there's just a very small variations at the seams. And so what I'm working on today is I'm actually getting these nose rib pieces attached. They get here, and the 1/8 inch ones get attached to rib number 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Rib number 4 right here actually gets a 1/4 inch piece, which goes in line with the rib like that, but then it also gets an 1/8 inch piece that goes on the other side. And the reason for that, at rib number 4 and rib number 7 down there, is it gives you that extra gluing surface when it comes to putting the leading edge sheeting on. The leading edge sheeting will center up on this, what is 3/8 piece there, once it's all said and done. And so I'm going to get those in place, and then once those are in, I can actually come down here and I don't know if you remember, but the last time I did this tank area plywood, I had a bit of a challenge getting this piece of RS, starts out as RS17 but fits in between here. So I'm going to actually mark it this time beforehand and get it all cut and fit in here, and then whenever I get my plywood on, I'll be able to easily clamp it in place and epoxy it in there. And then you saw before I actually routed out on the other wing. And I'll show you that video just in case you're interested in how I did that. Let's see here. What else did I do? So I want to get this ready this time so I don't forget it. And then I've got all of my drag braces that can go in here. My compression ribs. I call them drag braces. These are actually drag braces, but compression ribs need to go in, and so I might be able to get those cut and put in place as well. But I'll do as much as I can here and on this video. All right, I'll get set up here, and we'll see what we can do. So I was going to show you one of the things I did. These actually don't fit like flush against the top of the rib, like here. They're actually set back a little bit. So I just made a little gauge. I don't know if you can see that. And so what I do with the gauge is when I put this on, I'll just take the gauge and push it down. And then I just took this and I made sure on the top and the bottom that I was equal. So I just kept sanding it a little bit till it was just right. So now I can just use it to completely. Then I know that each of these are lined up exactly the same. So when it comes time to put the leading edge on, it's going to be a nice straight edge, and everything should flow together really well. So I thought I'd show you that. In case you see me using that here, you'll know what I'm up to with it. All right. All right, so now I've got some 1/4 by 3/4 and some 1/2 by 3/4 all prepped over here. So, and now I'm ready to measure my pieces here. Rib number 3, 5, 7, and 9 are the ribs that get these compression ribs. And where they go is basically from back in here all the way to on top of this, right up against here, both on the bottom, and then we go from underneath the spar right here all the way to back underneath the spar right here. The 1/4 by 3/4 is under the top spar. The 1/2 by 3/4 lays down here on the bottom spar. And if you haven't, let me show you this. If you didn't catch this on one of my earlier videos, let me put this up here. Find my measuring stick. For something like this, I actually use a measuring stick like this. And all it is it's just 2 pieces of wood that are put together with a sharpened end on them here. And all you have to do is, let me get this position here so you can see this. What you do is you just set that in here. Take this, just push it up against the front and the back, and then clamp it in place. And then pull that out, and that's the measurement for that piece on the bottom. And then I'll do the same for the top, and all you have to do is lay this on your piece. And you just lay it on here, line it up, and make a mark, and you're all set. And this works super good, super easy. All right. So what I'll do is I'll get these cut and put in place and get them all ready to epoxy, and then we'll mix up some epoxy and get these glued in. All right, cool. Okay, so I've got all those cut, so I'm ready to move on to the next step here. So I'll just get some epoxy mixed up, and I'll get these in here. That one. RS5 goes on the bottom, the RS7 goes on the top, like that. And I'll get those epoxied in place. They get epoxied to all of the ribs in each of these locations, epoxied to the spars, and down there, get epoxied to that. So the bottom one has the piece itself has enough weight. It really doesn't require clamping, but these will get clamped right here, and I'll also put some clamps in between on the ribs. Put some clamps in between on the ribs right here, and some clamps in a couple places to hold the member against the rib up here. So I'll get some epoxy mixed up, and we'll get all these in place, which is like really good. Made super progress today. So, all right, let's do it. All right, so that's it for me today. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and checking out the video. So happy to be posting again so you guys can follow along. And actually, I'm pretty happy with what all I got accomplished today. I mean, I got all of these compression ribs in place, and they look really good. So and then back there, of course, I got all of those nose ribs on the aileron in place, which means that I can flip the whole wing around now and actually cut the aileron free, which is super cool. And anyway, yeah, so if you're not a subscriber, I invite you to hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you don't miss any of these videos, and I'll catch you later.